Balut,
Ikaw,
the food.
the egg.
If I try the balut,
It might speed up your Filipino citizenship.
no, I didn't try this. But if I have to try to become Filipino, I will try.
Yeah.
With me and Magumarjon, and of course, crossover with Idol sa Delf Tupa CPT. First of all, a reminder that 2OT is presented by Smart because Smart aims to create that spark in everyone to help change the world for the better. Live smarter for a better world. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Again, collab episode. So this will be a fun one with a couple of very interesting guests that we will have a little bit later on. But first of all, Sir Magu, Sir Sedelf, kamusta kayo?
Idol CPT, kamusta?
Kamusta kayo? I'm good. We're actually preparing for I'm part of the delegation of the national team, men's national team. So we're preparing for the camp in Doha, Qatar, because we'll have a FIFA World Cup qualifier on June 3, June 9, and June 15. We're flying to China. So Doha first, and then moving on to China for the actual tournament, bubble tournament. So busy next few weeks. So I'm preparing for that. So before bago dun, of course, I'm excited to be here and talking to two of our guests. And of course, makasama kayo na matagal ko na hindi nakikita.
Idol Magu, from being the preeminent football writer in the Philippines now to becoming, part of the team as an official. First of all, congratulations for getting the role, Sedelf. We're very excited for the future of Philippine football. Siyempre, kasama dun sa lahat ng plano yung first guest natin that we will let in right now. And Sedelf, please do the introductions.
Yeah, of course. Our first guest, I've known him since he came to the Philippines in 2016. He's been a great friend, of course, and I've spent I spent a lot of time with him, and I know that deep in his heart, yung makikita mo yung pagmamahal niya sa bansa niya, and he's shown it with his skills on the football pitch, and of course, not only that, yung hope niya to help and develop the sport here in the country. He's none other than the AFC Cup leading goal scorer. And of course the many-time PFL top scorer, our Filipino candidate, Mr. Bienvenido MARAÑON. Bienve, hello from Spain.
Hello, guys.
Hello there.
Hello, my friend. How's everything over there? I hope everything is going well. Thank you for having me here.
Bienve, thank you for joining us in the show. Of course, we didn't want to talk to you alone. We also wanted to make sure that basketball was also represented in this particular episode of 2OT and Crossover. So we invited the newest Filipino in town. Multiple-time champion in the UAAP with the Ateneo Blue Eagles, current member of the Gilas Pilipinas pool, and we're hopeful that he will be a part of the team that will be competing sa FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers and in the Olympic qualifying tournament. Please welcome Kabayan, Ange KOUAME.
Hello, everyone.
What's up, Ange?
I'm good. I'm doing good.
Pre, kamusta pre?
Okay lang, pare. Walang anuman, eh.
First of all,
Ange, guys, I just wanna clarify. This is not a Senate hearing, okay? This is not. Tapos na po. Tapos na yung hearing,
I also need a clarification, Carlo. So si Ange KOUAME, approved na. Filipino na, naturalized na. Si Bienve is almost there. The papers, nasa secretariat na lang yata, if I understand correctly from Sedelf. Pero si Idol CPT, yung naturalization papers sa 2OT, ano na yung status, Carlo?
Approved na. Kakasabi lang, approved na si CPT as the newest member of 2OT. Naturalized,
Yeah.
As soon as you take your oath. First of all, let me ask Ange, just And where were you when you received the message? Because the last time that we talked, you were still inside the bubble, and you told me how excited you are to finally become a Filipino, to get those papers signed. But when you actually got the news, what was your first reaction?
I was at home, and then I learned the news from Tita Debbie. I'm sure you familiar with her, and she's the one who told me. She's the one who greeted me first. Ange, congrats, the president has signed your papers, and I was like, huh? So because serious, Tita Debbie, she was like, oh, so are you doubting on me? I was like, no, and then we started laughing, and then a couple of minutes after, I saw on Instagram, so I straight up post, I started to screaming all over the place. I was super happy, super hyped.
Ange, we had you on here on Tuti about 5 months ago, I think, and you were telling us about how you had to ask your mom's permission if she was going to allow you to be naturalized. How did your mom take the news that it's finally gone through?
She was happy because we were in the fort yesterday. I mean, all of my siblings and her, they have like a celebration, their own celebration to them, sharing food and everything. So I was really happy to see that, all the family is together and happy about the news. So, yeah.
How about you, Sedelf? Where were you when you found out Ange was naturalized, and what was your first reaction, Sedelf?
And I was playing golf. But when I saw it, one of my friends from the Senate staff of Mr. Senator Joel Villanueva, good friend of mine, messaged me. Sabi niya, oh, okay na si Ange, Pinoy na. Paano yung sa inyo, pre? that was the first question I got. Paano yung sa inyo? Sabi ko, so I was scampering and looking for information about Bienve's naturalization. That's when I tried calling people, and then I found out later in the evening that his papers have not gone through yet, hasn't been signed, and then I was it's quite funny because I was happy. Of course, I'm very happy for Ange. He's going to be a big addition to the team, to Gilas. But at the same time, parang mas when I messaged Bienve yesterday, parang mas nalungkot pa ako sa kanya. Siya parang okay lang. He took the news well, but for me parang hindi. But Bienve, just your thoughts on when you learned about Ange's naturalization and about the status of your naturalization.
Yeah, first of all, I want to congratulate him. No, he deserved to become Filipino. We was face to face to become Filipino because we carried the way together. But he was the first to get it, and I'm very happy for him. I think he deserves. He will be a very big addition to the Gilas. I used to watch basketball, and I will love to watch him in the stadium. So I'm very happy for him. And then when I got the news, I know that my papers wasn't in the president table, so I just was waiting for him. After him, it's my time. So now we have to be quiet. We have to be calm, and soon for sure will be my time. So now we have to celebrate his naturalization, and then it's my time.
Bienve, don't you worry. The minute that the Senate passes it, CPT will walk the papers over himself to Malacanang, to the desk of the president.
Will be nice. Will be nice. So I'm waiting for that. Right now, I'm just waiting for that one to bring the paper to Malacanang. Then I have to do the oath. After that, I will become Filipino. My thinking now is try to go with Ascal, but if I don't have time to go with them to China, it's okay. I have to be ready for the next game. First of all, fix everything, fix the naturalization, and after that, I can go anywhere with them. So we have time, we will enjoy, so only we have to wait the moment.
Speaking of time, Carlo, I think a lot more people are familiar with the basketball side of it. Mid-June, the FIBA qualifiers are going to be in Clark, Pampanga, and of course, the next tournament is coming up. Pero sa football naman, si Delph, speaking of time, there must be some sense of urgency because you guys, the Ascals have a couple of matches coming up in June as well, diba? Or early June at that.
Yeah, we would have really hoped that Bienve will be there for us with the national team because there is a FIFA World Cup qualification. We are actually in a group with China, Syria, and the Maldives and Guam. So those games were supposed to be last year. But because of the pandemic, there hasn't been any World Cup qualifying game since November 2019. So ganun na siya katagal na hindi naglalaro ang Ascas. So we were hoping that if his papers have gotten through, he would have played for us. But you know, it will still go through a process. If people think that he gets naturalized, he gets his passport, it doesn't end there. There are still on the footballing side of it, there are going to be requirements that need to be complied. And the only problem I think with Bienve's case is that because of this COVID lockdown and all, I think it came at a really the timing was really bad because when they got they got approved, nag MECQ yata tayo eh. Doon yung nag-surge yung cases, and I don't think that the offices in Congress there were people there. I think nagpahinga lahat and to prevent the further surge. So that was understandable. I think yun lang din yung nakikita naming reason na baka na-delay lang because of that. But hopefully there was some urgency to it, but alam mo naman yung Pinoy, diba? You roll with the punches, and eventually you'll mas naging challenging lang kasi wala si Bienve, and we really wanted him because of his talent. Yung experience niya will be a great boost. But of course, pag nandiyan naman yung team ng Ascas, they fight till the very end. So we'll get him eventually.
Carlo, crossing back over to basketball naman. I remember 5 months ago we were talking to Ange and we were hoping that his papers made it to the February pocket. Naging blessing in disguise ba, Carlo, na hindi natuloy yun, na ngayong June matutuloy, and then late May, we finally got the approval for Ange.
Exactly. That was what we were talking about. Like, no one was happy with the delays, but Ange was a little bit okay with it because they were training for Qatar with the acceptance that Ange will not be able to play in Qatar, right? I mean, that was the situation. But now, because of that delay, now he gets a chance to play for the Philippines. Hopefully he makes it. We know that Bienve, we're hoping that you get naturalized at the soonest time possible. But just in case you don't get there, Ange, are you willing to play as a goalkeeper for the Ascals for maybe a couple of games? Just stand there and be long?
Sure, I don't mind it. I got some skill,
But seriously, Ange and Bienve, you've been in this process together for the longest time. Your names have been, written in the same sentence because from the Congress to the Senate and now in the last step of naturalization. How did you develop your friendship throughout this process? Let me start with Ange.
It was through social media because I didn't know Bienvenido before the first hearing, and then when I hear about him, I really wanted to be friends with him because we're going through the same process, and then it's about the same goal that we're going through. So I believe that helping each other, no matter what's gonna happen and everything, ups and downs, it's gonna be something great for both of us. So I texted him, I think, after the third hearing, and we start to follow each other on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. And then now on, we start to share positivity to one another. Like, oh, I hope he's doing well and his family and stuff. And then posting each other, stories and everything. So this is where the relationship grows. But it's all about sharing positivity to one another and keeping progressing forward.
How about you for your end, Bienve?
Yeah, he say how we know each other. I didn't know him before, but after the hearing together, we make friends in social media, and we suffer together, and we are happy together. I hope I can go soon there. We can meet, we can share some moments.
Yes.
I'm sure in the future we will have time to spend together and enjoy together.
That's true.
So Delph?
I'm also hoping to be really good friends with Delph because he's the man. Pero Delph, you were even talking about how, yun nga, dati pa naman, Delph's a lifelong footballer naman talaga. With this process that's been going through, you have belief in the Ascals from before, pero yung dadalin talaga ni Bienve to this squad, is it just confidence? Is it just the skill? Is it the complete package? Ano yung importance ng dadalin ni Bienve?
Well, Bienve is really familiar with Philippine football now. I think it's his familiarity with some of the players that we have. The player who discovered him, who brought him here to the Philippines, is actually part of the Ascas in Carly Dimurga, who is I think they were teammates when they were kids. So that was the reason why when Carly was with Ceres, he brought Bienve to Ceres. So first things first, he has really good relationships with the players with the Ascals. So it's a very and when you have national teams like this coming from different cultures, different parts of the world, sharing a common denominator which has which na meron silang Filipino blood. I think it really helps that he already is familiar with the team, and also the most influential player on the team in Stefan Schrock. Stefan Schrock speaks highly of Bienve and his experience and his quality. And ako nakakasama ko tong bumiyahe si Bienve wherever pag naglalaro ang Ceres before, and now he's with United City. He's a consummate pro. Yun ang masabi ko. He's kung he walks the talk, no, and he's a great guy on and off the pitch. Actually, he's yung mga interviews ko with him, no, especially before when I was still a journalist, a working journalist. I think when I got to know him, mas napatunayan ko pa yun nung dati akala mo interview lang, kukwento niya lang na mahal niya yung Pilipinas, but he backs it up. He's backing it up. I know he has some grand plans as soon as this naturalization goes through. And he will not just help the Philippines with the national team. He'll also help his club, because yung club niya, once he gets naturalized, can now get another foreign player. So dagdag kasi may mga quota yung the AFC competitions, yun yung parang FIBA Asia Club Championships ng football. They can actually they have a foreigner limit, which is three foreigners plus one Asian player. So Bienve is in one of those slots. So if he vacates that slot, United City can now, for the future, get one more foreign player, which strengthens their team. So yun din ang makakatulong sa cost ng naturalization ni Bienve for Philippine football. And I like the fact that this naturalization is in the public sphere, no, na pag-uusapan siya, because na pag-uusapan ng football. Whatever way we can we have people talking about the game, whether it's wag naman negative, no, but basta the public the conversation is there. I'm happy. I'm more than happy with that. So that's why this case of Bienve, and we also like to thank SBP and Angelo, because working with them side by side, parang nahatak si Bienve sa sa spotlight because of this naturalization thing. Because as far as I know, this was really a personal initiative of Bienve. A lot of people don't know that this was his own initiative.
Wow.
So this is not like the PFF before really pushing for it. It was his own initiative to become Filipino, and he had some friends na tumutulong sa kanya because of his roots here. Syempre naka-establish na rin siya ng relationships dito, and then kaya tumakbo din yung naturalization niya. So kaya kami sa PFF, ano kami, we're here to support, but we were really, right there para, guide it every step of the way because it was his own personal initiative. And we're more than happy to really support him. That's why kahit whatever way we can, we wanna support Bienve in this endeavor to become a Filipino.
So Ange, we know your story, of course. It really helps that your college coach is also the program director of the Gilas Pilipinas men. So it was a natural transition for you to become a naturalized Filipino and be part of the national team, right? I mean,
Yes, sir.
you already told us about wanting to seek approval from your family, but at least the links were already there.
Yes, sir.
But for Bienve, when did this happen? When did you decide that you wanted to become a Filipino?
For me, in my case, was when I was playing in the Philippines for 5 years, and many friends of me there in the Philippines, they was talking about, after 5 years, you can become Filipino and play with Ascal. Why you don't do it? I say, I don't know, because I cannot do anything. No, maybe I say yes, but then who can with me, to do it? So after that, I was talking with Monico, is a former congressman, former mayor there in Bacolod, and I was
Puente
talking
Vella,
with,
right? Puente Vella.
Yeah, Monico Puentevella.
Monico Puentevella, so I was talking with him. He gave me the support of him. So after that, we was talking to Palami. We meet together, and he said yes, he can support me because they need me. They need some player like me with experience as core man. So it's a very good plan to do together. So after that, we start to work on it, and everything was going well. So right now, I have to appreciate everything that the boss Dan Palami, my Filipino father, Monico Puentevella, do for me. And also because I have many plans to do in the Philippines. No, it's not only to play football. Of course, I am a professional football player. I want to play football. I want to reach the best level, try to play with Ascal. But also I want to create my own business. It's like if I Filipino, I can do my business. If no, I cannot do anything. So my plan is to continue with football there, to create a football academic for the people who cannot pay for that. So I will try to plan it.
That's
Because all of this, I think I was thinking about to become Filipino. Also, I like to live there. I like the life, and my family are very happy there. So there is many things that I want to be Filipino. No, also for the love that I received in the Philippines during all of this year. Many people message me every single day, supporting me, showing their love, and also telling me about come to naturalize, to become Filipino. Please, we need you. So all of this make me to decide to talk with the people and try to become Filipino. I think we are on the way. So soon we will be happy. Me and all the people that love me.
By the way, Carlo, kapitbahay mo to si Bienve. He likes BGC, by the way. He loves the area.
A lot of Spanish
I love
restaurants
BC.
here. Yeah, you always eat at Tomatito?
No, I don't used to go to the Spanish restaurant, no, because if I want to eat Spanish food, I come here to Spain. Here I couldn't eat anything. I like to go there and try another restaurant. Well, my favorite is Sabotem, the Japanese one in Serendra.
Yeah, in Serendra.
I love it.
Yeah. Kung may makita kang football player na hinahabol ng guard dyan sa may American Cemetery, kasi naglalaro sila doon nung lockdown, hinahabol ng guard kasi bawal maglaro doon eh. He was looking for a place to play because the stadiums are closed,
Yeah.
And then he decides to play there, that area. Where yung circle na yon, yung, di ba maganda yung grass doon?
Mm-hmm.
So he decides to play there with one of his former teammates, Super, and then the guard shooed them away. They were running.
So then, sorry, correct me if I'm wrong, but is this the first time that the Philippine national football team could have a naturalized player?
Well, I think nung 1960s, 70s when there were several Spanish players on the national team. before, because of the may sponsor sila before na nagdala ng mga players dito, and they I think they played for the country. So this is not the first time, but probably in the modern era, this is the first time. What's funny is when you travel with the Ascals and you go somewhere to a place like Indonesia or China, the subject of naturalization is different. Parang sa kanila kasi, yung ginagawa natin when we have like, before Phil and James, young husband, like for example, Neil Etheridge, they think they are naturalized already.
Mm-hmm.
Pero kasi sa atin, in our language, yung naturalization, yung pinagdadaanan nila Bienve and Ange. But sa kanila kasi, even though you only have one parent, and as say nationality where you represent, parang naturalized na sa kanila yon. So kaya minsan nakakantsawan, in the press conference, for example, it's a bit insulting that why do you have so many foreigners in your team? Hindi nila naintindihan na ang law natin dito is that when you have one parent as a Filipino, you can actually get Filipino citizenship. You have a
So Dolph, I think it's also because the cultures are different. There's so many other countries. We have Spain, we have Japan, we have the Americans who, di ba, nasakop tayo ng iba't ibang bansa. Kaya smorgasbord ang Philippines eh. The Filipino is, there's no real, I'm not too sure, but yung talagang pure Filipino na everybody's a part of everybody's culture now. Di ba? Yung ibang bansa kasi, hindi sila dumaan sa ganun eh. Like our 300 years with Spain, 50 years with the US, 3 years with Japan. They didn't go through that, di ba? Mm-hmm. So they don't have too many half and halves.
Mm-hmm. And syempre, a lot of our Filipino our countrymen are actually OFWs, di ba? Isa pa yun.
Isa pa, yeah. Isa pa yun.
Syempre, di ba? And they marry a foreigner, and then these foreigners end up mix na player ang lumalabas. So things like that. So medyo may misunderstanding there with naturalization with other countries, especially sa football. It's a very touchy subject, even in football. So alam natin 'yon. So well, ako, I don't Bienve has proven time and again that he wants to be Filipino. Sa akin, in my eyes. And of course, sa mga senators na nakita natin nung hearing na ginawa niya.
Well, alam mo, kung ganun yung tingin ng ibang bansa, wala akong pakialam sa kanila lahat. They can think whatever they want. It doesn't matter to us. I only asked Delph because, as you said, Bienve will be the first time, at least that we're aware of, when we will have a naturalized Filipino playing as a part of the national team. Yes, Mago.
Not the first time we're aware of. Nung 70, si Delph din yung nag-asikaso nung na-naturalize dati. Hindi mo ba alam yun?
No, I just wanted to ask itong si Ange naman. I wanted to ask Ange because, of course, being a naturalized player, we can only have one. So there will be comparisons, whether we like them or not, whether we expect them or not, to the ones who played before you. Marcos Dautit, Andre Blatch, Mo Tautua played for a certain span. Christian Stan Hardinger played for a certain span in that naturalized spot. For you, Ange, do you feel the additional pressure of trying to live up to those kind of names? Because, I mean, the comparisons will happen at some point.
Yeah, I actually feel the pressure, but, it depends on whether I put myself on people's thought or I go, I usually play the way I always play. So, I mean, if I'm in this spot, it's because, people are high on me and then they believe on my potential. So I have to believe on my potential too, and then go with the flow. So I don't really want to try to compare myself to, a Manga Kuyas, So, yeah, I will try to go with the flow, and then, may God help me to this way.
Where are you exactly right now, Ange? Are you in Calamba? Are you in training already?
No, I'm in Katipunan now, because we had a 5-day break. We're going back on Saturday.
You broke? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ange, I remember, I don't know, maybe this question should be when you actually start playing officially. So I remember last time we were doing that post-Gilas show, right, Carlo?
Yeah.
When we had Ange on.
Yep.
Okay.
And the way Ange talked, I felt a little frustration. Like you were so proud of the team, but you kept saying you were so proud of them, of
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
Do you imagine now how it's gonna be when you're gonna be proud of us? Because you're
yeah,
officially gonna be. You were part of the team already. You were training with them, but you weren't
yeah,
on the official. You were playing the official games.
yeah, sir.
Has that crossed your mind how it's gonna be when you actually play and it's gonna be us instead of them?
Actually, it just hit me hard because like now I have to think that way because I will be playing too. And yeah, I'm really happy that, things going through, flourish through, and then I will be able to play with them. And I feel like it's going to be a great feeling for me to, wear these jerseys and represent this country. So I would say, I think I will be proud of us now. I believe so.
I think you'll be a little teary-eyed when you're putting on the jersey for the first time, Ange. I just feel that you'll be a little teary-eyed.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure.
So that?
That's for sure.
Yeah, pareho sila. Feeling ko, pag available lang to si Bienve, pwede na manood. He will be the number one fan of Ange. Bienve, you might go to the stadium with Ange's jersey, huh?
Yeah, of course. And now I have a guy that can give me a ticket, no? Because maybe sometimes Sedel forgot me, eh? Because Sedel forgot me sometimes. So now I have...
Tell us the story. Tell us the
give me
full
the
story,
ticket.
Bienve. Tell everyone the whole
You've always wanted to support, right, Bienve? But somebody's promise never came through.
Yeah. Somebody promised me to give me a ticket, but he fall down, no? So I used to go to watch basketball. I like to go there to the stadium. But after Sedel want to give me a ticket and he didn't give me, I don't go anymore. I'm mad with him, not with basketball, with him. And now I have Angelo. I will ask Angelo for the ticket, not to Sedel.
Ange, are you taking Bienve to how will be his seats now when he goes to the game? Maybe an Ateneo game first, right? Maybe and then
because right now we're under COVID, so yeah, when the game is being and we'll be like ready for people to watch it, I'm sure I will give him ticket, that's for sure. But he has to give me tickets too, because he has to give me tickets too.
The jersey no, the jersey no, because it's too big for me, eh? The jersey is okay.
If you need football tickets, I think Sedelf will be your guy. He's with the PFF. So how many do you need, Ange? We can give you
Ange, I give you 20.
Okay.
20. As long as you come, I give you 20.
You heard
this, okay?
You heard Bienve's story, right? Do not believe Sedelf with tickets.
No, don't believe him. Don't believe him.
Ange, I'm gonna give you even better. I give you an ID.
Oh.
How's that?
I take it.
Bienve, of course, we're patiently waiting for the time that the president will sign those naturalization papers. But have you asked about the next steps that you can take? Because for Ange, everything's easier being in the Philippines. I mean, he could just go to the consulate, to the Bureau of Immigration to have everything finalized, get his passport and play. But for you, what does the process look like coming from Spain?
Yeah, now we all are waiting for the signature of the president. I'm sure soon he will sign this one. And then the last step to get the passport in my hand is to do the oath, no? I can do it in the Embassy of Philippines here in Spain. Yesterday, they accepted my request and they say yes. So I'm just waiting for the papers of the president. Then I will go here to the Embassy of Philippines in Spain, in Madrid, and I will do the oath. After that, I will get the certificate and I can join ASCA, no? Also, as Sedel said before, not only for ASCA, also for my team will be good because we can add another foreigner. So we can lift the level and we can improve the team in that time. So hopefully we can get it soon and I can be part of the Filipino football development.
How about for you, Ange? What's the next step of the process? Are you made aware of what you needed to do in the coming days?
Not actually, but all they said it's just the FIBA requirement. And then I think, if I'm not mistaken, waiting for the passport and I will be ready to go.
And I have a question. now that you're Filipino, is there a chance you'd entertain thoughts of playing overseas eventually, if the PBA does not pan out?
I mean, I don't mind,
Huh?
but for me right now, I think overseas will be a good growth for me. I had a lot of offer, especially after my Ateneo studying time, and I believe that I think I'm gonna go overseas, but of course it will depend on how it's gonna be and then what my role will be in the team, especially. But it's all about my growth and then me learning more about the game and studying, getting better. So.
Because there will be, lots of options. Of course, Ateneo fans are hoping that you finish your eligibility years with Ateneo, win them a couple of championships more, perhaps, Ange?
Yeah, there is offer. There is offer. I have a lot of offer now, especially Asia and in Europe. For now, I mean, a couple of people have been asking me to play in the G League, but we will see what's coming and what's happened in the past two years.
Of course,
The coming 2 years.
another possibility is like what's happening with Ricardo Ratliff, who's playing as a naturalized player for South Korea. When he's not playing for the national team, he's playing in their professional basketball league. So, of course, that could be also a consideration for you in the future.
That can be a consideration for me. So I'm just hoping things become like easier and fluently. So yeah.
But just to clarify, sa PBA, Carlo, hindi pa rin siya pwede as local.
Correct.
He still will have to play as an import, right?
Correct.
Just
Like
for clarification. I think it's
before.
different with football. That's what Sedelf was explaining kanina.
No.
You can play as a local for the club, the team.
Yeah.
But for basketball, if you're going to end up with a PBA, it still has to be. That's what Marcus Douthit did before.
Yep.
He
correct.
still played as an import, right?
Baka lang may kumuha sa kanyang import, di ba?
But Magu,
President.
in the UAAP, when you become a naturalized player, Ateneo can get, the son of LeBron James, maybe.
Di ba? Alam ko, hindi yata.
Baka gusto ko maulit yung sinabi ni Senator Subiri kanina sa session.
I think
Nauna ang Ateneo.
I think there's nothing in the rules in the UAAP that would prevent it. But Coach Stan Baldwin already said that he will not consider it out of fairness to everyone. It will not be considered.
Ba, may Dwight Ramos na kayo. May Dwight Ramos na eh. May Ange pa. May... Bigyan nyo na yung trophy. Tama na.
Bienve, again, while waiting for the naturalization to come, are you doing anything there in Spain to just keep yourself in great shape, so when the time comes that you will be invited to camp, you'll go there in good condition?
Yeah, I'm training so hard.
I think we lost the connection to Bienve currently. Baka mahina yung internet sa Spain. Feeling ko kasalanan nila.
Kailang malakas yung internet.
Baka hindi smart.
Ayan.
There. Welcome back, Bienve.
Welcome back, Bienve.
Yeah, I'm training here with my former team. I went to the Philippines 2015, and I left the team here. And with that club, I'm training here so strong because they are playing here in the third division of Spain. No, it's a very high level. I can say that this level is like one of the top, like Australian team, Japan team. So I'm training with them already for almost 4 months. And I already fit in my weight. I'm already prepared physically and mentally. So I was waiting just to go with Ascal and play with them and be ready for that. Right now, I can say I'm 100% ready to play game, to play anything, because in this 4 months with them, I training so hard. I went to the gym every single morning. I play friendly game with them, so I prepare myself to play with Ascal. In this case, if I cannot go with Ascal and I have to go with the team, because maybe we start the next week in Dubai with United City, I will be ready also. No, I want to prepare myself for the World Cup qualification games. If it's not possible, I prepare myself for the Champions League with the United City. So in my life, every single time, I don't like to stop. No, even in Manila when the lockdown came, I was training so hard because I don't want to stop, because if I stop, I feel like I don't feel good. No. So during this time, during the lockdown there, during my time here in Spain, I'm training. No. I suffer a lot there in BGC in Manila to training because the restriction there. How was it? No, as Adele said before, I was training in amazing bad pitch there in BGC. It's like sun, no, the sun was there. It's like there's no grass. I was running in the street, but I have to prepare myself for the league that then they start, and I had lucky to be the top scorer in that time. No, so all that hard work, then we can see in the competition. That is what I want to do now. I want to keep training hard. I want to keep going to the gym. I want to keep preparing myself and my mind and everything to arrive there with Ascal or with United City and give my 100%. I think if I stay in my 100%, I can do something great there.
Bienve,
For Ange,
just one more.
go ahead, CB.
Bienve, how were the conversations, by the way, with Coach Scott Cooper? Considering that he's you've been in touch over during this process.
Yeah, we keep in touch together, no? Because Scott Cooper is the guy who is in the middle of everything, no? About to talk with Oscar or with this. During all of this time, or of this my time in Spain, he was talking to me. He say he want to trust me. He want to come with me with Oscar. He want to let me play a striker. He want many things with me, no? The most important for me, I have the confidence of him, no? And this is very important because he's the coach. He know me because he saw me playing game in the Philippines. He saw me training. We stay together in the bubble there and in Philippines, so he know me and we keep in touch together, no? I think now, I received the call up from Ascal. I have like 3 weeks ago, I received the email from Ascal that I have to go to the training, then I have to go to China. But now something is different, no? Because the process still is there. We are waiting for. So right now, my man in contact is him, is the coach, and I appreciate this one, no? Because he's right all the time. He don't want to cheat me. He don't want to say something that maybe later is not true, no? So that is very, very good for me, and I think he's a very, very good guy, and I hope I can train with him soon.
Right.
I think we have a suggestion here from our live audience on Facebook. Our good friend Wilson Centino says, this might speed up your process for Bienve. You must eat balut to be recognized also as Filipino. Have you tried balut?
Bienve.
Have you tried the balut?
I cannot listen properly.
Balut. The food. Balut. The food.
The egg.
If I try the balut?
It might speed up your Filipino citizenship.
No, I didn't try this. If I have to try to become Filipino, I will try.
How about you, Ange? Have you tried it? I'm sure.
If Senator Subiri tell me I have to try, I go ahead.
How about you, Ange? I'm sure your teammates tried to feed it to you once.
Oh, I already tried it.
See, that's why.
Yeah.
That's why Ange got
That's the
approved.
problem, Bienve. My friend, you need to eat balut, my friend. That's
I have a serious question for Angelo. Of course, these next 2 upcoming tournaments, hopefully you are going to be already in the lineup. But the main goal of all of this is with this matches, the 2023 World Cup, which is going to be here in the Philippines. How do you like this group of guys, your age bracket, all of these kids with you, as you guys push forward with this same group? You've been training for a while together now. How do you like the progress you guys have as you push towards 2023?
I pretty like it because, you can tell the difference between the first day of a bubble and the last day of a bubble. It really shows like how, being connected one another can bring us to, another step. And then I believe that, with this group of, young players, we can accomplish a lot because they really want to be part of it, like let's say like a new generation thing, like a new group who wants to build something different about this country. So for me, be able to be part of it is something that I really appreciate it every single day when we start practicing at the end of practice. Because at the end of the day is, motivate one another who's going to bring us, somewhere and progress.
Well said, Ange. And before we let you two go, just a message for all your Filipino supporters, Bienve, for the football community here in the Philippines. You're on mute right now, Bienve?
Mute.
There you go.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, you can now.
Okay. First of all, I want to say thanks to everybody involved in my naturalization, especially my Filipino Papa Monico Puentebella, because he did an amazing job with me. To the Congress, to all the Congress, starting for Manny Lopez, and also Romualdez, because they are there in charge of the naturalization, and I have to appreciate their job. They are doing an amazing job, and also to all the rest, because many Congress support me, and I cannot do anything to appreciate everything. It's amazing support that I feel from them, and I want to give them back. Also to the Senate, Miguel Zubiri is doing an amazing job for me. I think he liked me, and I love him because he's doing amazing everything. And also all the senators. I cannot say only one. All of them, because they approve my bill. They approve everything, and Senator Gordon, the job that he did for me, also I want to appreciate him. I feel lucky, to have all of these person supporting my bill and doing an amazing job for me. Also to all the staff of them, because we are in contact like every single day, and they show me their support. They keep me in contact, and I want to appreciate it. And to the football community, I want to say thanks for all the support, all the love that I'm receiving from them, not only now that I'm getting the naturalization, also before, since I arrived here in the Philippines, May 2015, I feel since the first day, too much love, too much support. Amazing people is going to the stadium to support the team, to support me. Also, many people is testing me in Instagram, Facebook. I want to appreciate that one. Sorry if I cannot answer to everybody because there's a lot of message. I just want to say that I will try to do all my best to become Filipino as soon as possible, to try to join ASCAL, be part of you, because for me, this is a dream that maybe come true, and I want to do it. Also, I don't want to forget Boss Dan Palami and Boss Araneta, because they are supporting me, and they are not only supporting, they are a friend. So I want to thank especially Boss Dan Palami, that I meet him the first time, and he decided to support my bill. It's a very big thing that I suffered there, and I love him. Nothing else, just to say thank you for everything. I will try to give my best. We don't have doubt that I don't have doubt about what I will give to the Philippines and what I give to the football, because something is ASCAL, and then something is my life there in the Philippines. I want to do with the kids there what I received in the past here in Spain. I suffer a lot, and I think what I have lived in the past, I want to show them and teach to the guys there in the Philippines in the future. With my football academy that I want to create there, I want to create something like football integrity through football. We play as one. Try to make the people play football, make sport, make friends, and I think I'm on the way. Soon I will get the naturalization, and soon I will start with everything and all my plan that I have in the Philippines. So thank you for everything.
Thank you for that message, Bienve. And Ange, Bienve thank everyone that he needed to thank. No pressure, but you have to get everyone correctly. Ange, now time for your message.
I want to say thank you first to SPPN, to Boss MVP, especially Boss MVP, because he's been there since day one. since I got here in the Philippines until right now. It's still pushing me through. It still motivates me. And all my Ateneo family, Epo, Kimpo, Mam Devi, all the people who was there with me since day one. I also want to thank my friend because, being since high school until that, they always have been there for me, supporting me even with the language barrier and everything. And, all the people who really put their hands in this naturalization process. My lawyer and his staff, see Tito Feliciano, which really helped me. Is a family, is part of the family too. I had so much love for this country and the fan for whatever they have done for me, and keep pushing me during this 5 years. Those 5 years, I really appreciate them. And what else can I say? The Philippines in general, and especially the congressman also really was there, helping me in this process. So I'm really thankful to the Philippines in general, and all these people who were there for me since day one. And I promise I will do my best and keep pushing forward and trying to, make the Philippines proud one day. This is one of my goals.
From our end, I'm very proud to call you fellow Filipino, Ange and Bienve. Very, very soon, hopefully, you'll also be naturalized and become a Filipino athlete. Yes, Mago.
Thank you, both of you, for really wanting to be to become Filipino. Ange already is, and Bienve soon. But last but not the least, a message from the newest naturalized 2O team. Your message, Sadel.
Your message to the office of the president, Sadelf. I think you have a message.
Yung muna, pakitransmit muna sa Malacanang yung kay Bienve, please. Tagal na, ang hirap, no, na naghihintay kami. A-apply pa namin ng visa sana yan, alam niyo yung medyo madugo ang proseso, makadating lang ng China. But especially by protocols pa, syempre may health and safety protocols pa, hindi mo pa consider.
It gets trickier dahil nga sa nangyayari, no?
The world is na turn upside down eh. So parang ang hirap talaga, but I'm so glad to have joined this collab. Nag-guest na ako dito dati eh. Kaso tagal na yon. And can you imagine, it's already more than a year since that guesting. Grabe na. And then congrats.
Hanggang ngayon, nakatunga nga pa rin kami. Ikaw na lang ang busy. Buti nga ikaw, dami mo ginagawa eh.
Pero malapit na kayo. Soon, very soon. Si Carlo, busy din yan lagi. But I'm so happy to be here. And of course, here with my future Filipino friend, now still a Spanish friend for now, but future Filipino friend. Of course, si Ange na now-cover ko sa UAAP. I'm pretty sure you'll have very good years ahead. But for me, yung message ko lang, just keep supporting Philippine football. Kung ako nga, hindi ko sinusukuan to. Kayo pa kaya? Kaya na medyo walang masyadong pasensya. Hindi ko sinusukuan.
Pero sa Delph, kaya importante yung mga pod na katulad na sa crossover, because we know you know your basketball as well, pero you're introducing football to basketball fans, and so keep up what you're doing on that end as well.
Yeah. Thank you so much. So good luck, Bienve. Hope to see you soon as well.
I think Ange will say something.
Is Abigail also is part of the team?
You'll know soon. I think RB's a good friend, right? Angelo.
Yeah. He's looking out for his fellow Ateneo Blue.
Yeah,
we see you, Ange. We see you.
He's going to Doha. He's going tonight.
Let's go.
And on that note, before we spill any more secrets, Sadelf,
we just look on Bienvenido to join, and then we'll be complete.
Yeah, we can always count on you as a goalkeeper, right, Ange?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ito, okay na eh. Pinoy na eh.
The tallest goalkeeper in the land. Again, Ange, KOUAME, and Bienvenido Marañon, thank you so much for joining us here on 2OT X Crossover. And we hope to see you wearing the Philippine jerseys very, very soon. Yan na po muna for this very special episode. As a reminder, 2OT is presented by Smart because Smart aims to create that spark in everyone to help change the world for the better. Live smarter for a better world. For Magumar John, for Sedelf Tupas, ako po si Carlo Pamentuan. We'll see you again next time. But before that, may request pa yatang isa si Magu.
Hindi, kung baka tama ba? Pwede ba i-request yun? Pwede.
Kahit intro lang.
We saw in the Senate, the two of you, the senators made you sing Lupang Hinirang. Can we get a sample to sing us out
intro,
of the show today, tonight?
I think my connection has a problem. I don't know.
Nagka-problema yung connection.
Don't let me down, my friend. Amigo, you have to show them something, amigo.
Yeah, well, amigo, soon I will sign there in the stadium.
Right. We'll prepare for it very soon. We'll prepare for it very soon. Again, can't wait to see you wearing the Philippine jerseys. Thank you so much. And that ends this episode of 2OT and Crossover.
Right.